Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, you'll be taking a look at 6 essential tools you need to know about if you're serious about recon and exploiting vulnerabilities on Windows-based systems. We're talking crackmapexec, netexec, enum4linux, kerbrute, rpcclient, and ldapsearch. Each of these tools is a powerhouse in its own right, and they will help you identify users on the target. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button if you're excited to level up your skills. And don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth tutorials like this. So let's jump right into it. We will start our enumeration by using a legacy tool called crackmapexec. Now crackmapexec, it's no longer being maintained. It's replaced by netexec, but it's still widely used and it's still functional. So we will start with that, and then I will show you how to use netexec. So the first thing that you have to do is you type in the name of the tool, which is crackmapexec. You pass in the protocol, which is SMB, and then you type in the target IP address. Then you type in the username and the password with which we will be enumerating the users. And at the end, it's the users option. So this command or this option users, it will be enumerating all the available users in the domain. So in here you can see that I found a bunch of users, Nicole, James, SQL, SVC. So these are all the users that it was able to find. Now another tool that we can use, as I mentioned, is netexec. So if we just clear the screen, we go back and we type in nxc. So this is the netexec tool. Netexec is replacing crackmapexec, by the way. So in here we can see that it takes the same options: the protocol, the target IP address, the username, passwords, and the users option. So once we do that, it will show us all the available users in the domain. So again, same functionality, same options, just an updated tool. Enum4linux can also be used to enumerate the usernames. So this is very simple. The first argument, it is the target IP address. Then you pass in the username and the password. So once we press enter, it shows lots of information. So in here, for example, it shows the target, it shows the username and the password that we are using to scan. Other than that, this tool, it can take some time to run. So in here we can see that it's already showing us information about so this is the info. It shows the NetBIOS name, the DNS, FQDN, and other than that, it shows us the domain name, the SID for the domain, and it shows the Windows version, the version, the release, the build. So it shows all this useful information. So we are interested only for this tutorial. We will be just looking at the usernames. So in here you can see that this provides information about the shares, and these are the groups. So in here you can see that this is just a list of the groups that it was able to find. So it just found 28 groups via this and 6 groups. So here is the usernames. These are the usernames that it was able to find. So in here it found 20 users. So you can see that in here, but this tool that provides lots of output. So what we can do is we can just filter all this information that we want. The rest, we really don't need all that information for now for this, except for the usernames. So we can just filter for this usernames. So all we have to do is so in here, if you type in grep, you can see that username. So this tool can take some time to run. So I cut the time where this is running. So in here you can see that we are grepping for the username text. So in here you can see that it found the username text and it found all these usernames. However, we can filter it even more. So we really aren't interested in this username text. So what we can do is once we come here, we can say cut and enter in. Again, I will cut it here so it can take some time, and then I'll get back to you when I get the results. So we were able to filter this information, the output, even more. So now you don't see the text username. We are just getting the usernames. So this is good. We only need these usernames, so we can easily save it to a file. So this is how we can use enum4linux to retrieve all the usernames on the target. Kerbrute is another tool that allows us to enumerate usernames. However, this is more like brute forcing. So we have to pass in a list of usernames. So in here we have a file called users.txt. So users.txt, this file contains 6 usernames. You can have a users list that contains thousands of names here. So just to keep it short, I have 6 usernames here. So we can use kerbrute, and the first option that we pass in is the user enum, because we want to enumerate usernames. Then this is our list of users that contains 6 names. Then we type in the domain name, which is sql.htb, and the domain controller, which is dc.sql.htb. So if you press enter, in here you can see that it was able to find 2 valid usernames. So we had 6 usernames. So in here we can see that it tested 6 usernames, and it was able to find 2 valid usernames, Ryan Cooper and SQL SVC. rpcclient is another tool that can be used to enumerate usernames. So first we have to type in rpcclient, then it takes a username, which in our case it's Michael, and it takes the IP address of the target, which in our case is 10.10.11.35. So once we press enter, it will prompt us for the password. I will quickly paste in the password, and we can see that it is connected. So in here we can use 2 commands. So one is query dom.info, which shows us some useful information, like it shows us the total number of users, which is 42. The groups, it's 0. So it shows us some other information like aliases, etc., things that you might be able to find useful. And now to find the users, we have to use enum dom users. So once you press enter in here, you can see that it was able to find all these users and the domain. ldapsearch also allows us to enumerate usernames. So for this, you first type in ldapsearch, then we pass in the target, which in our case this is our target. We pass in dx, so it stands for simple authentication, which means just use a simple username and password. So this is our user, and this is the password. Now the b, this takes the base dn, which is the base distinguished name. So we want to start at the top of the domain root. So in here we're passing in the domain components, which is at the top of the root, by the way. This is cicada.htb. It will start searching from the top of the domain, and it will find all the users available. However, this will produce a lot of information, so we need to filter it. And in here, that's why we are saying that the object class user. So we are only looking for user information. So once we pass in, however, this also produces lots of output. So in here, if you do a wcl, here you can see that it produced 513 lines. However, we are only interested in things like the SAM account name, which shows us the usernames. So in here, we will just grep for the SAM account name. So let's just quickly clear the screen. You can say grep SAM account name. So in here, once we do that, you can see that it will find us all the available users of the domain. That's it for today's deep dive into these 6 must-know tools for penetration testing. If you found this tutorial very helpful, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments section below if you have any questions, or if there is a specific tool that you would like me to cover in future videos. Also, if you're looking for more hands-on walkthroughs, then please make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you won't miss any upcoming tutorials. And remember, penetration testing is all about practice and persistence. So grab your lab, start experimenting, and always keep learning. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.